Hi, FCST 1020 students. This is Dr. Wheeler. We are headed into week 9, and we have a lot to complete this week, these next 2 weeks, actually. We finished up last week with the resumes. I was so impressed with everybody's resume, and I have gotten a lot of emails and stuff from different people, and one in particular, uh, she emailed me today and asked could she go over the one page that somebody had always said you should keep your resume to one page. And I was really thinking about it, and I even asked my husband about it because I've done a lot of research and I am teaching the course. And I thought, well, I've read that a lot myself about resumes, keeping them to one page. And my husband said, as old as I am, and my husband is 54, he said, there is no way I could have a one-page resume. And I don't know how old you are, so the length of your resume may depend on the length of your education, the length of your background, the length of your job history. My resume is 12 pages because I have to include all my teaching and everything that all the committees I've served on. Mine is pretty long. Um, your resume won't be near that long. But if your resume goes to 2 pages or even 3 pages, that's okay because you don't want to leave anything out that might put you above another job candidate. So think about that. I know tonight is the deadline for turning in your resumes, but I want you to hold on to these resumes and tweak them throughout college, tweak them after college. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. Hold on to this. Keep it on a flash drive. Save it somewhere where it won't get lost because they really, really, really look good. And I am so proud of you guys. You did a great job on those. This week we're going to move along to the LibGuide link. And I said last week, I can't remember, I thought maybe I put it on the front of the news feed, but evidently I put it in my screencast, that I have not started to grade your cover letters yet. Or maybe it was the email I sent. I wanted to go ahead and get those resumes graded so that you could update them and resubmit them. So I went ahead and did the resume first, and then I'm going to grade the cover letters this week. This week we're going to move on to the interview, and this is such a fun module. This is module 5, and it's slow pulling up. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Anyway, module 5 will teach you the ins and outs of a good interview, the things you should do and the things that you shouldn't do, the way you should dress and the way you shouldn't dress. A lot of people say, well, do I even, if it's for a simple job, do I need to wear khakis, a button down and tie? I would say yes. What if there was somebody else that wore khakis, a button down, and a tie, or wore a dress to an interview? I think wherever you go, whatever job interview you go to, I don't care what it is, I think that you need to dress your best. And I think you need to carry a copy of your resume with you. Even though you resubmit it again, I think you need to carry it on the interview with you. Gosh, this LibGuide is slow. Every time I click on it, it just is taking forever. Here we go. Maybe it'll help us move along. Week 1 is going to take you through things to do, to how to prepare for an interview. Always, guys, remember to do your background work over the company that you're going to interview with. Even if it's Panera. Maybe it's you go in there all the time and you love their bagels or you love their chocolate croissants. Maybe it's you're familiar with some of the customers or people that work in there. Know something about the company before you walk in. And guys, I had to start off with the Step Brothers interview. There's no profanity in this. I don't believe in doing that in my classes in order to be a hit professor. This is the clean-cut version of the Step Brothers interview. The whole Pam Tan thing. I love that. I don't think you'd want to bring a friend along with you for an interview, and I think everybody knows that. But this first reading is over interview prep, things to do before you leave the house. Be prepared. Uh, talk possible questions out with yourself. Sell your skills and abilities. Always, guys, I never knew this until I got married, and my husband always told me whenever you go on a job interview, you send a follow-up thank you letter. Believe it or not, I never did that uh, until I got married. And now, if I hadn't had a job interview in a long time, but whenever I do, whenever I have, in the past 20 years that I've been married, I always send out a thank you letter to whoever interviewed me. That's very important, and sometimes it will put you above the rest. It shows that you're grateful for the opportunity. The next video is interview suggestions. There are 20 tips on a job interview. Great video. Step 4 for week 1, there are sample questions. And then it says, these actually have responses to them, the sample questions. Then think of the answers to these questions. These are just sample questions, and then think through them in your head. How in the world would I answer these? So when you're preparing for an interview, you might want to go over some of these questions just so that you can be prepared, because they will always ask you something that you're not prepared for. I can guarantee you that. Your journal entry 5 for this week is kind of fun. You'll be responding to a pre-recorded job interview. It's one girl, and there's 3 separate videos. They asked her 3 separate questions, and she responded with like a 2-minute response, or it was supposed to be 2-minute responses. And underneath it, the person who created this website or this web page told the things that she did well and the things that she needed to improve on. What I want you to do for journal entry 5 is to watch the videos yourself. And I want you, without looking at what they think she could have done better, I want you to respond in your initial thread by Wednesday night. Question number 1, what did she do well? What could she have done better? Question number 2, and write out the question. They're short and sweet. So question number 1, write the question out. What could she have done better in her response? What did she do well? Do the same for questions 2 and 3. Make sure you address the pros and cons of each. If you do cheat and look at what they suggested, try to come up with something different in ways that she could improve or things that she did well. Then I want you to respond to 2 students before Sunday and discuss their thoughts and whether they had felt the same way that you did in ways that she could improve. The link is down here at the bottom, and this is the first prompt. Tell me what you've been doing most recently and why you're looking to make a change. Watch this quick video and answer what you thought she did well, what she could have done better. Prompt number 2, how do you think Twitter is changing the way we do customer service? Do you think it's a positive trend? Whom is it helping? And then the last one is over sales. Imagine that you're hired to sell ads for the New York Times. You're pitching the VP of Marketing for Toyota Prius. You don't have to write all this prompt. You can just put sales is the prompt, customer service, and about you. And then see what she did well and what she needed to improve on. So that is your journal entry 5. And the whole thing is due before Sunday. Let's see, today is the 11th, so it's due before the 18th. I believe the 18th is next Sunday. I believe it is. So you're gonna your initial thread is due by Wednesday, 2 responses by Sunday the 18th. I'm gonna go ahead and go over week 2 because of your challenge. So first thing you're gonna do is watch this horrible job interview. Things not to do. Then I want you to go down to step 2, the interview simulator. And click on the interview simulator. Oh, it is so cool. You're going to click on Main Menu, and you can click on Basic Interview Questions. Pick a set of 7. You can click on each set. When you click on, like set number 5, for instance, click on question 1. So go through a lot of these and see what their responses are. I think it'll help you a lot. Now, this is the big kahuna. This is your big kahuna for the end of this class. This is the interview that you're going to record. For Challenge 5 or 4, it says, please read all of the directions. You have 2 weeks to complete the interview. When you record yourself, take it seriously. Do not wear a cap and t-shirt. Dress nicely, at least from the waist up. Guys, I can't see anything probably from the midriff down, so you don't have to wear anything, you know, a dress or anything like that. Make sure you look nice from the waist up. Read the directions carefully below. It's not an optional activity. Once you submit this to me, that's for 100 points. If you don't submit it and you get a 0, it can drop you from an A to a B for this class. And besides, this is really fun. Also remember, I haven't forgotten this part. We had 3 students that wrote their cover letter. We picked 3 students out of the class. Once I get their interviews, I will watch their interview and I will decide who gets the Georgia Highlands job, our virtual job, y'all. First thing you're going to do is pull this up in Firefox. It does best in Firefox. You're going to go to this website. You are going to create it says right down here, register today for free. You give a password and email address. It does not use it for anything. So keep that in mind. It's not going to give it to any alternate source to send you any kind of information. You're going to log in, and it's going to show you my practice interviews. I've already recorded 2 and deleted them. You can replace them as many as you want. You're going to go to record an interview, and it may ask you to download Adobe Player, all this stuff. It took me 2 seconds, guys, 2 seconds. Click on the next button to enable your webcam and your microphone. If you don't have this capability at home, you're going to have to go to the library to do it. This is mandatory. Click on Allow right here. And it says, oh, there I am. Don't even look at me. Where's my camera? Because I did, and look at my wrinkled hand. I did not put on makeup or anything, but this is just to adjust your picture, and it helps you adjust your sound as well. Go to Next. It says play the tone. You can hear that. Stop the tone. Go to Next. Ooh, there I am again. And there's my husband cooking dinner in the background. I'm putting my hand back over this again. Click Next. You'll be given a sample question. What's your favorite hobby? And I can say, you wait until it counts down. My favorite hobby is golf. I'm not a chicken. I'm going to show myself. My favorite hobby is golf. I've been playing since I was 13 years old. My dad taught me how. I play with my husband. And see, look, listen how I stammer and stop. That's not a good idea. So I'm going to stop it right there, and it plays it back to you. I'll stop right there, and then you click on, I can see my video, I can hear the video, and you click on Next. And then to start your interview, you click here. It gives you like 4 or 5 questions. At the very end of it, it's going to ask you, it says it's over. And at the very end of it, you click Share, and you're going to share it with me at kwheeler.highlands.edu. All of the instructions are right here. This is due Sunday, October 24th. You have 2 weeks to complete it. If you have any problems, please email me. Good luck, guys.